Hello, fellow YouTube nerds. You know, guitar people. We're a very special bunch, aren't we? Hey, have you seen my HP 42 cup? Only one in existence. It's actually a custom shop order that my neighbor did. She works at a coffee shop and she did an, HP 42 mug. Custom shop. Let's talk about custom shop. It's here. Murple is here. I've held her. I've played with her. You know, caressed her nice curves. But never with strings and never with stuff on it and never, she's done now. She's actually done. Who's Murple, you ask? Well, aren't you stupid? No, you rightfully ask. Murple is my Panthera 2 Masterbuilt. Stop going Bing. A Masterbuilt is the top level that Framus can do. It's the word that many companies use, and it is a thing where someone gives in an order based on an existing model and gets everything done the way they want. While the Framus custom shop does crazy shit. Just look at the Powerwolf guitars they've done, the stuff they did for Phil X, Stevie Salas, a billion other people in Warwick basses and Framus guitars. The Devin Townsend stuff is, they have a different shape, and there's lights, and there's the Evertune bridge and the Fishman Fluence, and they will guide you on this process of making your guitar based on their designs in ways that I don't want to say few companies do, but only the top level companies will do. And the people at Framus know their shit when it comes to building the best guitars out there. Yes, you'll pay the price, but what you get, well, is something like what's in the box. And I really want to open the box now. In it is Murple. A guitar that's kind of purple, but it's a manly purple. Therefore, Murple. Join me. Now that's nice. It is actually, it comes in a gig bag. You have your choice for the Masterbuilt stuff between a mega, super, hyper, big, solid, not a tank can break it flight case, not a case, a flight case, or a gig bag. And gig bag was sitting right in here, completely secured. Nice piece of detail. The gig bag is in a sack. Come on, how exclusive is that shit? Something here weighs a ton. I'm seriously hoping that it's the gig bag. It's in a sack. I mean, really, the people who spend the money on the Masterbuilt series to get their own instrument made, the whole experience needs to be on the level of what you've paid. And so far, okay. That new leather gig bag smell. This is probably the new rock bag gig bag series. And actually, it's the specs are on here. Come the fuck on. CS Custom Shop SDHB Threaded Ebony FB, Special Custom Wood, Neck Black Corina, Match Headset, Tone Pros, Tunematic, Graph Tech, blah blah blah. Henning Pauli, that's my name! I always wanted a gig bag like this. Years ago, I actually bought a really nice, a really nice suede real leather gig bag at Guitar Center in Boston for lots of money, but I was stupid enough, I didn't actually pay attention. It was a bass gig bag, so for all the guitars, it's just too big. And, this shit, wow. Neoprene, padded. This is... This is even tied together here. Come on, this is so neat. I mean, you want exclusivity? You get exclusivity, I guess. Wow. Half guitar will travel in style. Look at this shit. And yes, it's not light, but you know what? The way it sits, that is, you can take this with you, and it is so solid. It feels so solid that, I mean, yeah, you don't want to give this to the baggage handlers in the airport, but it's actually attached to the guitar. You could definitely travel with this on the plane and give it to the flight attendant and not be worried that anything happens. Yes, I'm stretching this out. That's what she said. I'm savoring every minute of it. I mean, how many times in your life are you gonna unwrap a guitar like this? So, let's go to more parts of the exclusive experience of owning one of these. The Framus User Kit. I'm gonna have to have some coffee, guys. I'm sorry. Oh. I don't know, I feel special. It feels like this is the shit. They make you feel special, I'm sorry. Have I mentioned that they're not paying me, that I'm paying them? Pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Whoa! So, we have beeswax, which, well, I don't have because the guitar is not... It's not any... none of it is oiled, meaning I don't need the wax. Here's the string pocket. And Allen keys. Well, they included one because I actually only need the one. Probably for the bridge. There's a truss rod tool, which is pretty damn neat. Security lock. They are actually in here. This is so cool. Here are Warwick security locks. Push, push, put them on your... What's it called? You know. There's actually... This is ridiculous. There's actually a pocket for the security locks right here. Stitched in. I mean, this is beyond unnecessary. It is absolutely overkill. But the pricing of the guitar is not low. Meaning, all this makes you feel like, okay, I get it. See, there's a Framus cleaning cloth, a Framus warranty card, a Framus certificate of authenticity with the serial number, embossed and hand-signed by Hans-Peter Wilfer, the other bald HP. This is... Hey, where can we see this? There. I mean, do you need this? No! The big G in all these guys, when you buy an, you know, expensive instrument from them, that's what you get. So... Gotta, on that level, you gotta. There's actually a manual for the guitar. Pickup switching positions for different guitars, about the Evertune bridge, hipshot fixed bridge. This is neat. Fixed bridges, wraparound bridge. I have a standard Tone Pros Tune-O-Matic tailpiece. This is, I mean, there's everything in here in German and English that you might want to know about your guitar. And I'm actually pretty sure that if you wanted to call them and, you know, ask questions, that a certain level of service is also included. This is just having all your guitar shit right here. Strings, everything in your little binder. Not too bad. So the gig bag has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. I just read in Guitar and Bass that there's 5 pockets. I failed to see pocket number 5. Or maybe the main pocket. Maybe they count that. Look at the bottom. It's actually... I don't know what that is for. Maybe for security, so that you can't fully open it. I don't quite know what that's for. I'm going to keep it closed for now. Nice handle. I'm really just happy with the gig bag, to be honest. No, I'm not. It's like Christmas, just better. Because you don't get underwear, you actually get a guitar. So I'm gonna take this off while it's in here. This kind of feels like having sex for the first time. I mean, kind of like that kind of excitement. Maybe better, I don't know. Nah. It has clear tone 9s on it. We're gonna have to change that. I play 10s, I should have mentioned that. I didn't. Nines. Ooh, look at the shit. There is a thick velvet blanket around the guitar. Thick velvet. Not that the gig bag would hurt it, but just because. Would be nice if that was purple. Well, let's not push it. The neck sits on a thick thing of something here. So this is as nice as a gig bag possibly gets. There's a piece of something over the fretboard, right here. That I'm going to take off. And apparently this is the guitar. Actually, I can't see it because I'm looking at the camera. Where's my guitar? There's my... That's my... I think I just... Oops. Time for new underwear. Oh. Oopsie. Things happen. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Holy shit, we're gonna have to talk a lot. Okay, so, I mean, it's obviously this beautiful because I stained it and I did all the work. Really? No. Well, I wasn't sure if the lighting in here would bring out, you know, the colors. The paint job is so reflective that it's really difficult to actually get it without any reflections. I can actually, like, blind the camera if I want to. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the color. In the sun, it actually brings out a lot more colors. But I'm not in the sun, I'm in here. Okay, here we have coil tap. Volume, coil tap. 3% switch, Seymour Duncan's, I think that's a custom customer, and that's an, well, I don't know. Who cares? Pick up. Wow, let me just, wow. There's turquoise in there, there's purple, there's red. There's, oh, no, nama. Nothing in the fretboard, which is what I wanted. I wanted this to work. So you can see, you can see that you can't see anything in the fretboard. We have GraphTech ratio tuners. I want to show you some details. Obviously this... obviously this... I'm going to have to keep it together, Henning. Okay. Obviously this insane silver stripe, which isn't just a silver stripe. Let me see if I can actually capture this for you. No, I can't. At the top and the bottom of the silver stripe, there is 0.5 millimeter of a black stripe. That's Sebastian. There's a video about this. Please watch it. He taped this silver stripe, which is real silver. It's a silver adhesive. He taped it at the top and bottom and actually sprayed on that that black stripe. And then he made a tiny little black shadow so that the two sides, where am I? Here, this, and actually has a little bit more depth. But it is completely crazy. Absolutely. He actually did a little stripe here and a little stripe there. Wow. Let's look at the back. That is Black Limba or Black Corina. It looks like these things are wood, which they are. But so that they don't deform, it is a thin piece of laminate in the same wood as the body on aluminum. That's a detail you can't see. Only if I take this off, or only if you've been there when it was made. That is great. Just look at the paint job. You have to see one of these in person. It is the deepest, most amazing paint, and it's actually not deep. It's just a very thin layer of UV paint that gets incredibly hard. Like this guitar is going to make you incredibly hard. The neck is also Black Limba. You can get this satin if you want it, but I just wanted to show off this amazing deep paint. We have the Graphtec ratio tuners. The serial number and handcrafted Magneukirchen, Germany is in here. Framus Masterbuilt custom shop logo in here, embossed. The tuners are wood, it might be ebony. Just like the truss rod cover, very subtle, very nice. Look at the matching headstock, that's just crazy. And obviously, the next thing that will happen is I'm going to take some pictures for you, during which you can hear it. And I'm going to try to capture all these details as much as possible in the first set of pictures, many to come. Here we have chrome, high gloss, whatever, jack plate. I really like these tiny knobs. They have rubber around them, so they're very grippy, very elegant. Everything about this guitar is extremely elegant. Let me see if I can capture this. By hand, they round off the frets. Can you see this? See how the fret ends are rounded? Even more so, which is completely amazing, the frets end are not just rounded, the frets actually don't poke out of the fretboard. Yes, there's a binding right there, which is one way to hide the fret ends, but that whole fretboard actually has slots in it, and they don't go to the outside. So on the very outside, left and right, is a probably millimeter strip of fretboard left, which gives this thing a lot more stability because it can't do this. For some reason, that thin strip, which they didn't really foresee, but it happened, holds that fretboard together. So these aren't going to poke out on the side or whatever when they work, when the wood changes, when temperatures change. And then, of course, there's the binding, which I ordered, which is a flame maple binding, which the one that I played at the NAMM show had. And I'm not big on binding. I'm not super excited about it. But when it's real wood, yeah, I am. So flame maple binding right there. And I mean, how many bodies do you have where you look at the body and you go, hell yeah, that's nice. So you want to know how much it is, huh? Well, the way that it is here, a good $6,000. Okay? Well, you get what you pay for. But here's the thing. This is going to be featured in a whole bunch of videos, obviously. But I'm also going to show you the middle price range, which ranges from $1,400 to about $2,500, and it's called the German Pro Series. Everything in the same factory, everything done right there, up to the point where the necks and bodies get assembled. I think that gets done in Czechoslovakia, I think, or the Czech Republic, or whatever it's called now, across the border. And also the painting gets done there. The final check and the final setup then again happens at Framus, so they just have a few steps that get done somewhere else. The wood selection, the cutting, the gluing, and all that stuff still gets done by Framus. So that is the German Team Build Pro Series, clocking in at less than half the price of this. And then there's actually going to be a Chinese-made series with similar specs, all this, but clocking in at I think maybe I'm not sure, but I think 700 to 1200, something like this. So in the not beginner price range, but the upper beginner, enthusiastic, semi-pro range. And I'm very curious to test them and show them to you. Also the German Pro series. So I'm gonna play this now without you, and you're gonna see some pictures while you hear the playing. Thanks for watching so far. More to come right now. had stopped by. So I thought I'd film and let him play. I mean, it's not quite, it's not great playing, but hey,
I'm sorry.
Someone's got to hold the camera, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I do. Thanks for showing up and having fun. And I'm gonna have to pry this off his hands now because I don't know if he's gonna give it up.
Probably not.
Probably not. Wow. I mean, the stylistic flexibility of this instrument is breathtaking, and especially when you get those chunky, distorted tones and you go really low. Before we ran the camera, we had some drop D shit going on. It's absolutely not typical mahogany Les Paul kind of sounds. Absolutely not. It's a Framus sound, and it's great. It's got that.
It is.
It's got, no matter what you do, the highs come through and define the tone, and it's got this giant chunk at the bottom. It's like...
And there are so many details. For instance, I just realized this binding.
Oh yeah, it's a flame maple binding.
And it's also perfectly built. Incredible.
The color in the slideshow that you saw, it looked a little bit dirty, kind of muddy. Well, because I went up on the hill and I had the last sunlight of the day, which made it look different. In here, I mean, from here, whoa, where I'm sitting, holy shit. But the question is, can you see that? I don't know. The guitar looks... I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm getting wet in my pants right now. But I don't...
Me too.
It's very... different. I wish you could be right. I am right now. It's the kind of thing that you can't really capture on film. Framus and Warwick has an amazing video and photo team, and they took great pictures of it, but they simply don't do it justice. You simply have to be in front of it to see what's going on. Or the best way to actually find out what the guitar like this looks like is order one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's cheap,
That's the way to find out what it looks like. Holy shit. Sadly, I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to repeatedly show the glory of this on film. I will play it as much as I possibly can, but always just add another 25% to how awesome you think it looks. That's actually how awesome it looks, right?
Even 4K isn't enough to do this.
Nope, 4K cannot capture this. It is a true beauty, and, well, more than that, it's actually a tool that works. The single coil sounds, the humbucker sounds, and always with their own signature. It's never an F, it's never a G, it's never an ESP, it's never an anything, it's always Framus. And this is who this guitar is made for people who want, well, that kind of sound. And me personally, I like it. Moritz is like, yeah.
I'm gonna take it home. He just doesn't know it.
No, you cannot take this home. This is mine. It's gonna go right between the SC250 and the Modern Eagle. See in the back there, right there, there's a hole. I made a hole for it, right above Moritz. I'll show you. That's where you will always see it. Sadly, in the back, without light on it, it's gonna look black. But, hey, whatever. Ja. What? What?
Du brauchst vielleicht so einen Strahler.
I need a spot on it. I actually need a spot on that guitar.
Yeah, it doesn't do it any justice.
No, I mean right now it just looks black. Well, I'm gonna have it on my lap more than enough so that you can oogle at it. And if you have a chance to check out any kind of Masterbuilt Framus, you should. But that doesn't mean that the German Pro Series team-built guitars are not great. They don't have those tops. I don't think they have the UV painting and all this, but they are very reasonably priced between, I think, $1,500, $2,500. Really, really cool. And there's the I don't know what it's called, the series. I really don't know. The lowest price, the third tier, coming very soon. And we're going to look at them. So we're going to see how they hold up to the creme de la creme, the pinnacle of guitar building, which this is. It really is. And, we're not bullshitting around. We have played very nice guitars we are big fans of the Hartung that's here and what Frank is doing. And he's doing very nice work. On par with Framus, it's a different flavor. There's no better or worse. There's Nick Huber, which is brilliant. Markus Quenzel, all these guys do phenomenal work. And in those realms, it's a matter of 0.2%, okay? And it's a matter of what you like. If you like what you just heard, I actually think only Framus can get you that sound. With that detailed high end, we actually
many boutique companies do this vintage stuff, but
this is not
a very unique approach. It's not your vintage guitar. It's not. It's very hard.
It's
to
a
describe.
modern guitar. It's a very modern guitar. It's modern.
Precise.
It's built modern, but it has a modern sound, and I can't even say what style that is for.
Yeah.
I think it can probably convince in any kind of style.
It's your perfect lead sound, as we just heard.
Yep.
It's your perfect rhythm sound. Perfect for cleans, as you can split
It helps if you have him handling it, but hey. I always like to think the way that he plays is because he had a good teacher, but probably not.
No.
So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me in unboxing and first playing and Googling and oogling over and coming in my pants over my brand new Framus Masterbuilt Panthera 2, designed by Phil X and Stevie Salas. And then what? Coming next to him. No. So thanks, Phil. Thanks, Stevie. This is a pretty great instrument. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to mention, first of all, Hans-Peter Wülfer for being a crazy motherfucker and having this company that can do that stuff. But Katja and Sebastian, those two very nice people that I worked with in the Lackiererei, in the Lackiererei, that's
lacquering room.
in the paint shop, they are so passionate about their work, and that's why they're fucking awesome at it. And once in a while, this guy comes in and yells at them, and you never know if he's actually for real, or if he's actually mad, or if he's just playing because he loves to prank people. And this guy knows his shit about how to run all of these people that make these guitars and how to motivate them to take their job seriously and be passionate about it, and never to say to a customer, no, we can't do it. Just to say, yes. And then he has his people figure out how to do it. Markus Spangler is a crazy motherfucker, and he knows his wood. Luckily, he doesn't know my wood. He knows his wood. He knows woods. He knows... I mean, talking to him about the wood industry and guitar, he knows everyone. He's delivered wood to all these big people. He has so much knowledge. It is a joy to sit next to him and pick his brain about all this stuff. At some point, he might start touching your leg like this, just to see how you react.
That's when you just move a bit.
He did that to me. We're in a nice restaurant in LA, and then all of a sudden his hand comes on my leg. I'm like, he just does it to fuck with you. And that's my kind of guy. Very, very professional in his job, but very messed up in the head. And you never know how to take him. So, Markus, I want to thank you so much for realizing this project. And I will try to make you guys proud as much as I possibly can. Thanks to Moritz again. Moritz Schröder! Woo!
You're welcome.
Okay, bye, people. You will see more of Moritz and me and the guitar sooner than you want. See ya.
Bye bye.
Mach erst mal deine Hand leer und dann kannst du
Das willst du, das lassen wir gar nicht.
Du mal ein bisschen verteilen, du mal vielleicht hier auch was tun.
Ja, bitte nicht so die Finger da unten.
Gib mal Martin so.